Project Search.
Hi, it's Danny again. I actually was just looking around my home and finding spare change lying here and there, and I like to gather my spare change and put it in one place. I like to put it in my mug. It says, everything is going to be all right. Anyway, I put the change in the mug, and I have it to use later for various things. It can come in handy at, say, a parking meter, or maybe the laundromat, or just when making a purchase. It's nice to sometimes have the right change. Well, today, I'm going to give you a presentation that's going to illustrate how we can save something else in an account. But this isn't money. The thing that you can save in the account I'm going to talk about today, we're calling Goodwill. When we get together to talk about this presentation, be prepared. I'm going to ask you to share your ideas about ways that you can build up your Goodwill savings account in the workplace. Project Search UTMC Remote Learning, building up a bank account of Goodwill. In a previous Project Search UTMC Remote Learning session, we discussed techniques for managing frustration in the workplace. Those techniques included the following. Count your breaths. Breathing deeply is a very practical way to calm yourself down, and you can do it anywhere. Be here now or live in the present. Try to absorb yourself in the task at hand. Think about sensations you experience when you wash dishes, mop the floor, or prepare food. Doing those things can help you to sort of put anxiety to the side, and it can help to ease feelings of frustration. Squeeze a stress ball. A stress ball or other squeezable object can be used to safely vent frustration, anxiety, and anger. It's much healthier than chewing your fingernails. And take a break. If you're able to step away from a task for some period of time, it can help you to self-calm, maybe think about something else to take your mind off what is giving you stress, and then you can go back to it after some period of time and feel a whole lot better. These techniques can be very effective, but no one can keep perfect control of their emotions all the time. In addition to doing your best to deal with frustration in a constructive and healthy way, it is very important to treat your coworkers with respect every day. If you do, then when you have a bad day, your coworkers will be more likely to react with empathy and less likely to judge you for any momentary lapses in your professionalism. This presentation will illustrate how you can build a Goodwill bank account among your coworkers. Most of us had a piggy bank when we were kids, where we kept change and saved it up for something we wanted. Maybe there was a toy or video game we were saving our pennies for, or perhaps we wanted to have some spending money to take with us on a family vacation. Today, we will use the piggy bank as a metaphor to illustrate how helpful it is to save up goodwill among your coworkers. Instead of filling the piggy bank with pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters, the way we did when we were kids, we will be filling the piggy bank with the value we can add to the workplace. When you add value to the workplace through your hard work and positive attitude, your coworkers will think positively of you. Imagine those positive thoughts are coins that you can deposit in your Goodwill piggy bank. There are many things you can do to build up the balance in your Goodwill piggy bank. You can get to work on time every day. Be polite to your coworkers. Always try your best. Help your coworkers when you are able to. Admit and take responsibility for your mistakes. Listen actively to your coworkers when they're talking to you. Let's watch the process of building the Goodwill bank account in action. You've arrived at work. You have a positive attitude toward your coworkers. You're very polite and you greet them. You ask how they're doing. You help your coworkers when you're able to. Oops, you make a mistake, but you admit your mistake and you fix it. And when your coworkers are talking to you, you listen actively so that you'll understand what they're trying to tell you. All those positive thoughts we're going to think of as coins. Your coworkers will now deposit those good thoughts into the Goodwill bank account. But what if you don't build up your Goodwill bank balance? And maybe you've gone into work and your attitude is not good. Maybe you frequently go into work and because of your bad attitude, you aren't polite. Maybe you don't really try to get to work on time. Maybe you don't try to help a coworker when you can. Maybe you don't listen very well to your coworkers. Well, what's going to happen then is that you are not going to build up a positive balance in that Goodwill account. When you have a high balance of goodwill in your Goodwill piggy bank, your coworkers will be more willing to forgive you when you have a bad day. So, if you've been going to work with a good attitude, getting there on time, helping others when you can, being polite, being an active listener, being respectful, trying your best, you have a nice big balance in that Goodwill piggy bank. Maybe you feel upset about something in your personal life, or you're feeling frustrated because you're struggling with a new task. The goodwill you have saved up will make it easier for your coworkers to forgive you if you fall short of your usual professionalism. So you can think of it as spending some of that goodwill that you had saved up in order to make up for any lapses you've had in that professionalism. That will go a long way toward maintaining your good relationships with your coworkers and remaining in good standing in general at work. When you have saved up a lot of goodwill in your Goodwill piggy bank at work, it's going to be very good for you. Your coworkers will appreciate you more, as we've already shown, but also your supervisor will be very pleased to have you around. And you really do want that. When we get together, be prepared to share your thoughts about how you can build your own Goodwill bank account when you start working. And of course, during Project Search, you can practice building up your Goodwill account with your peers in the program and with the Project Search staff, and of course, with the UT Medical Center staff, your mentors and natural supports in those departments. Okay, well, I'm going to go look for some more coins. I'll see you later.